Hey everyone, my name is Scott, and yeah, I'm the guy who created SANspotter.com. I'm also here in Kuala Lumpur this morning, just after arriving from Penang, and I'm on my way up to Taipei in AirAsia X business class. I know, I'm posting these videos out of order since this was the flight that brought me to Taipei before my EVA Air flight segment to Los Angeles. Sorry, I know it's a little confusing, but if you forgive me for being slightly disorganized, we can forget about it and enjoy some quality airport time together. For me, quality airport time is defined as roaming the corridors and seeing what I can find. Here in Kuala Lumpur this morning, I didn't find much. There's some funky orange carpet, duty-free up the wazoo, and oh, look at that, a security checkpoint, which maybe I shouldn't be filming. Looks like it's going to be gate P4 this morning, and I've got two choices here. Do I keep walking and exploring in order to satisfy my inner aviation nerd, or do I venture inside and take a seat like a normal human being? Check this out. Can you name any other airport in the world that has theater-style seating in the gate areas? I've never seen anything like this before, and it makes total sense. Somehow I lost the footage of having my boarding pass scanned, but honestly, you didn't miss much. The scanner beeped, the nice lady smiled, and well, here I am. This particular A330 featured a special UFC livery, which, despite the excitement of flying AirAsia X for the first time, it left me thinking how interesting it is that the UFC is so big in this part of the world. Yeah, I'm easily distracted. According to Wikipedia, the UFC check out this business class cabin. It's a 222 layout featuring 12 seats and is approximately 48.4% of the size of a regulation UFC octagon. Do you have any idea how good it feels to know that you're going to have an entire business class cabin all to yourself? Being alone up here did seem a little bit odd though. Economy looked to be nearly 100% full today, and I'm not exactly sure how I lucked out hard enough to have this all to myself. Remember the good old days when the virus was spreading slow enough to warrant printing glossy inserts highlighting the current hotspots in the world? It did remind me to put on my mask, but at the time, I was more concerned about staying up to date with the latest cat memes on Twitter. Yeah, they may be a little bit crusty, but there are indeed electrical outlets here in AirAsia X business class. Huh, another UFC livery. There's just gotta be tons of funny and clever things to say about an airline promoting a sport which involves one human beating the snot out of another, but I used up all my creativity with that octagon stat earlier. Here's a pro tip. If you ever fly AirAsia X to Switzerland and you're looking for the best day tour you can get, look no further than my buddy Mark from SwissDayTours.com. Not only will he give you a tour of a lifetime, you can return the favor by telling him how awesome your flight was. Yup, it's true. After this video goes live, I'll be completely out of airline review content. Is this the end of the SANspotter YouTube channel? Of course not. I just got new travel shoes and there's no way I'm gonna retire them yet. If it wasn't obvious by now, AirAsia X Business Class is fairly basic. Video entertainment comes in the form of Android-based tablets, and noise-canceling headphones that look as if they've been strapped to many a noggin in the past. Can viruses be passed through the ear canal?
And there is speak up to 4 different languages, including Malaysia, English,
Glutinous rice. You know, with everything being so proudly gluten-free these days, it kinda seemed as if I was about to crack open a carton of unfiltered cigarettes or something. I felt like such a badass. To be honest, I had no idea what glutinous rice was before I selected it. Y'all know I like rice, of course, but I can't say that I enjoyed this all that much. Gluten is far too gooey and sticky for my tastes. See that? That is the look of a disappointed man right there. I've cooked some bad rice in my time, but this was on a completely different level. Mental note, never, ever choose the glutinous option, whatever it may be. Does anyone have a pen I can borrow? The flight attendant said that she had one and promised to deliver it to me 10 minutes ago. Once again, a gentle reminder that I'm boring and forgettable. Oh, what the heck. Since this is my last airline review for a while, let's kick off the final section with an awkward crotch shot that I wasn't planning on using. Here's some footage of some obnoxiously thorough coverage of the forward lavatory. I normally trim these clips into short and easily digestible shots, but figured it was only appropriate to give you the extended version this time. This is it for a while, folks. Of the 6 flights that I took to Asia and back on this week-long trip, this was by far the fullest of them all. As you can see, economy was packed, which definitely made the feeling of being all alone up in business class feel more special. Okay, yeah, I know it looks like a stretcher they use to carry away the loser of a bloody UFC match, but don't let that distract you. These angled lie-flat seats are quite comfy, actually, especially when you factor in how cheap AirAsia X business class fares can be sometimes. Question: how interesting has your Instagram feed been lately? If you've been feeling as if you need to inject a healthy dose of exciting aviation content into it, I'd highly suggest following my patron and buddy Chen. Tell him Scott sent you. So, what's my final verdict about AirAsia X Business Class? Well, assuming you can find a good deal, it's absolutely worth it. As long as you avoid the glutinous rice. The cabin crew and video entertainment were okay. The seat was perfectly fine. This definitely isn't a product competitive with Singapore Airlines or Cathay Pacific, but considering how much lower the fares are, it's a solid option that I would easily consider again. And now, my favorite part of every video that I make. This is where I get to show gratitude to my amazing patrons, who are kind enough to support the content that I create. It still blows my mind that there are people out there who can tolerate my goofiness enough to feel as if they want to support me. To Lauren Colleagues and Aaron Slater and everyone else, thank you. And that's a wrap for the SANspotter airline reviews for a while. With the current state of the world, I'm not exactly sure when I'll get to make videos like this again. That being said, my uploads will continue. I'm not exactly sure what kind of content I'll be uploading, so I hope you'll have patience with me as I throw a bunch of stuff on the wall and see what sticks. Until then, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.